Go.
How you doing? This is Nick Hood, pastor of the Plymouth United Church of Christ. I'm here today with one of my members, good member of the church, Adam Hollier, who is a state senator in Michigan, and he's running for the House of Representatives in Washington to represent Detroit and surrounding areas. And he's a member of the church, good member. And so, Adam, we're out here at Belle Isle, the Scott Fountain. Share a word with our audience about why you're running for the United States Congress.
Well, thanks first for having me. But as we talk about why it's so important in this moment, it's because DC is broken. And DC is not broken because the systems are broken and things aren't happening. It's because we aren't sending folks who are grounded in this community, in these spaces. I have 2 little kids. I understand how important child care is. As we're talking about the Roe v. Wade decision, I understand how important it is, not just for us to protect a woman's right to choose, but for men to take an active role in women's health and making sure that we're doing a better job at protecting our women and taking care of them. So many of these times in these moments we're saying, well, you know, those are women's issues. That's completely unacceptable. If men weren't trying to regulate women's bodies, we wouldn't have these issues. And that's why we're here. And so I'm super grateful to be a member at Plymouth because I go to a church that is about mission, that has always been about doing work. And that's what I'm committed to doing as your next congressman.
Yeah, and so share with us, you've said a little bit about this, but you're already in the Michigan State Senate. What do you count as your greatest accomplishments, the greatest things that you've achieved already?
Yeah, so I'm a state senator. I've been in office since 2018. During that time, I've gotten a bill signed into law every year that I've served, which only a handful of members in either party or either chamber can say is the case. One of the things that I'm most proud about is the auto insurance reform. And so for literally my entire lifetime, people have been running saying that they were going to lower your auto insurance. And we got real reform that's allowed more than 12,000 people who were not insured for the last 3 years in the city of Detroit, more than 120,000 across the state. And the reason that that's so important is because we see time and time again when black folks have adverse interactions with the police that it can mean life or death, which is what you saw with Patrick Lyoya. I've been really impressed and excited about the work that I've been able to do as a member of the Appropriations Committee, bringing back $13 million to my district in last year's budget alone, and in this year, more than $100,000 with projects and things that really matter in this community. And one of the things I'm most proud about is the work we've done with Goodwill's Flip the Script program. It was zeroed out in the state budget when I first got elected, and we've gotten them up to $2.5 million this year and are being highlighted as one of the most important programs in the corrections budget.
Mm-hmm. And Adam, I've been following you since you were much younger. I'm tickled, with your marriage. You and your wife, Crystal, have known each other since, I think, high school?
Yep.
And your father-in-law, told me how he had his eyes on you from the very beginning, Dr. Dennis Woods.
Yep.
But you have a really balanced life in that you've also, let me get it right, you're in the United States Army Reserves?
I am. I'm a captain, a civil affairs officer, and a paratrooper. Yes.
And that's an interesting background, to have. And so, I just wish you the best with this. And I'm here today with my man, Mike Daniels. Mike is with me every week. We do these little videos really for the church. Today is just more our community involvement. But Mike is behind the camera. Why don't you come out from behind the camera, Mike? And Mike said something interesting to me, I thought, driving over here today. Come over on this side. Tell us why you're supporting Adam Hollier.
Besides him being a member of Alpha Phi Alpha, that was one of the best reasons. But more importantly, we have, as Detroiters, we have a unique opportunity here to repeat history. Because a long, long time ago, when John Conyers first got elected to Congress, he went there as a young man. Mm-hmm. But because Congress is predicated on seniority, the longer you're there, the more power and perks that you accumulate. John Conyers rose to be the dean of the House, the oldest member of the House. We have an opportunity here as Detroiters to do the same thing with Adam here. How old are you, Adam?
36.
36, mm-hmm. See? 36. When he gets to be my age, 70, he has 35 years in there. That's why we need to elect Adam Hollier in Congress.
My membership.
So, we're about ready to wrap this up, but I would just say, Adam, any closing words you'd like to say?
I just want to remind folks to get out and vote. I mean, we have seen an incredible push by Republicans and folks from all across the country to disenfranchise black voters, to disenfranchise Detroiters, and Michiganders and people all across this country denying the election. And so in Michigan, in the legislature, they introduced 39 bills to suppress our vote. I voted no on every single one of them. But it won't matter if people don't show up and vote, right? So ballots are in hand. You got to grab them. You got to go out, request your absentee ballot. You can vote by mail. You can go down to the clerk's office. You can do it in person. This district is covering a significant portion of Wayne County, and we need everybody in this district to get out and vote because they expect us not to. And it's so important to remember that the difference on winning comes down to you. And I know there was a moment where President Obama said the difference between him winning in 2018 came down to just 10 votes. And he was in North Carolina. He said it was 10 votes in every precinct. That is absolutely going to make the difference in this race.
Yeah. So friends, thanks so much for taking the time to listen to Adam Hollier. I am Nick Hood. I'm supporting Adam Hollier. And I want you to vote for him too. And Mike Daniels is supporting him. And I want you to know how much I'm supporting Adam Hollier. We're at Belle Isle at the Scott Fountain in the rain.
Well, it's just a little bit of rain.
But I say, is that important?
Mm-hmm.
So remember, you had opportunity to hear Adam Hollier today, and I hope you'll vote for him. God bless, God keep you, and I want you to know, Adam Hollier is the man for Congress. Facebook Live, man.
Yeah.